evening. First of all, Bob, thank you very much. Of course, we will partner with you in the effort. And I also want to offer a very heartfelt thanks, of course, to Patty and Rod, and to Bob and to Father Reese for bringing this film to our attention. I'm sure there's some folks in the audience that may remember it from when it originally ran, but I think for most of us, especially those of us who were not born yet, it's something that we've not seen, and I think I speak for everyone in the room when I say that, of course, it's very powerful, very sad, and also it makes you feel like you want to do something. These are also the times when I feel most empowered as an elected official, because I know that I have the opportunity to do something, and partnering with you all in the effort certainly is one way to do that. I also think, in reflecting upon seeing those images of San Antonio from back then and understanding where we are now, that there's both hope, reason for hope, and also reasons to still get out there and do something. The hope comes from knowing that I believe in terms of the abject poverty, the extreme abject poverty, that has improved in the city, in San Antonio and throughout the United States. But looking at the statistics, we also see that there are still so many people who functionally are living in poverty, and their opportunity to live out their dreams, to climb the economic ladder, and for children to get the education that they need, that very much is still hampered by their economic condition. We also, as a city over the years, have been good at some things. We have 3 or 4 times as many senior nutrition centers, for instance, as bigger cities like Houston and Dallas. At the same time, as Penny mentioned, over the years, our commitment to things like summer youth programs and recreation programs and other things that would set folks on a better trajectory to be able to continue their education and make sure that they're not poor, that has diminished. I believe that if there's hope, the hope is as well that this generation that Patty and Rod belong to, that came here into the West Side or grew up here, and in the United States as well, was very dedicated to a war on poverty, to trying to do something about the images that we saw. That generation, I believe, is still committed, and that what happened from 1981 on, and this idea that so many people had that if you're poor, it's because you did something to become poor, because you essentially deserved it, or you didn't work hard enough. As the gentleman, if I can call him that, Commissioner Blow said in the documentary, that it's somehow your fault. One of the most important statistics is that a strong majority, 70% of the folks who are getting these food stamps today are the working poor. They are working, they are making an effort. And more than that, every human being deserves to be able to live in dignity and with food. And the hope is that we do have a new generation of policymakers who didn't grow up in either era, who aren't affected by the idea that somehow that they don't deserve that, and who are learning the lessons of the past, but aren't tied to it either. Thank you very much.